Hey, my beauties. Hey, my chicas. Hey, my glow queens. Welcome. Welcome to Glamm-Mah Got Guts YouTube channel. But if you are watching this on Instagram, hello. If you are watching on any other platform of mine, hello to you also. Happy Monday. So just to piggyback, I think it was last week or the week before that I decided to change the way I wanted to do my platform. Thus is the reason I changed the name to Glamm-Mah Got Guts, because I wanted to open the dialogue about, us as grandmothers, grandma, nanas, whatever we call ourselves, how we do it, after going through so much through life, which I'm sure a lot of us do. But as for me and my personal self and my family and, what we have gone through over the past few years, I just thought it was time to just step it up, talk the talk, walk the walk, and just welcome and invite and encourage, so many of you that probably, need a listening ear, or just to know that there is a video that you can click on and someone is talking about, what you have been wanting to hear, what you have been wanting to know, are your feelings valid? Should you really be feeling the way you are feeling? And my answer is a resounding yes. You should own your feelings. So with that being said, I am Angela. Again, welcome to Glamm-Mah Got Guts platform here on YouTube. So I, again, changed the name, Glamm-Mah Got Guts. I'm going to keep saying that because I love it so much, because I know in my heart of hearts that God gave me all of this. So I'm going to leave that right there. So this platform pretty much will be about, like I said earlier, just, having that space and that safe space where you can feel the way you want to feel, and you can ask questions and you can make comments, and we can hold each other virtually. We can hold each other, give that high five or whatever it is, just to let each other know, like, I hear you, sis, or brother, or whomever is going through. So the premises is, going through a loss, and how we just keep navigating through this thing called life, even in the midst of just missing that person or persons, whomever it should be. And a loss is, it can be your child, your spouse. And if I'm looking down, y'all guys, I have a few notes because I don't want this video to be too long, because I will be uploading 1 to 2 videos per week. So I don't want to just overwhelm, and I don't want you to just be overcome by, so much on this video at one time. So yeah, you can lose a child, it can be a spouse, it can be your animal, it can be, going through a divorce. Like, a loss is a loss. But, we all know there is really nothing like that personal loss. And I'll go first. You guys, please comment and let me know who it is that, you've lost. Or, like I said, it can be a divorce, because in some marriages, that person is your best friend, like your bestie. You tell them everything, you have pillow talk, all of that kind of stuff. So to lose them, whatever the reason may be, through death or, divorce, like I said earlier, like, that hurts and it can linger in your heart. So, like I said, I'll go first. So December 24th, 2018, we lost our oldest daughter, Deontay. May she rest in heaven. May she continue to rest in heaven. We love her. We miss her. She left behind 6 beautiful kids. 6 beautiful kids. 5 boys and 1 girl. 1 girl, little Zion. And the question that I have written here, because it's just so much in me, y'all. What does it feel like? And beside that question mark, I put indescribable, because you cannot describe it. And each person's grief, heartache, broken heart is going to feel different. So I can only tell you what mine felt like, still feels like. Just remembering back on on that Christmas Eve. Just horrific, horrific, and just shows how your life can be up one minute and down the next. But with that being said, I have to shout out to God. I have to give God his props, because without him, I promise I probably would not be sitting here on this day, y'all, because my world, our world, hubby and I, he can speak to him for himself. I might bring him on later on down the line, but right now, I'm just talking about me and my heart and losing, my oldest baby that I bore for 9 months. Like I said, this platform is for, whomever you're caring for, biological, bonus children, nieces, nephews, whomever you have taken into your bosom and taken care of. Honey, it's a loss. It's a loss. I don't care how you look at it. You have lost that person. And thank God for memories, because we have all kind of memories of her around here. So then the next thing I wrote was, it's different for each of us, or is it different for each of us? Absolutely. That's why I said I can only expound on how I felt at the time, just going through this. It was 4 years, December 24th, Christmas Eve. We'll never be the same, but each year, I don't want to say it gets easier, but it is manageable. Like my joy, I can enjoy Christmas for what it is, for what that day is meant to be. And I hope you're understanding me saying that. The next question I have, is there an expiration of grief? I can only speak for me. Never. I don't want nobody to tell me. I don't want nobody to make a comment like, girl, it's been 4 years. Like, you ain't over that yet. What? The person that asked me that is no longer in my life. I can truly, honestly say that they are no longer in my life, because you have no idea who I am and who I've been over all these years that we've known each other. For you to ask that kind of question, this is like my daughter, like my baby, like just remembering giving birth to her, and now having to bury her, just no, that question should be like in the law books. Like, that's just like asking a woman, if she's expecting, because you never know these days. It's just, no, don't go there. Okay. It's taboo. So that falls in line with that. Like, don't say that. Don't ask a person like, you still grieving over them, like you still sad about that. Like, yes, because their birthdays come, we got holidays, we have Mother's Day, Easter, of course, Christmas, just all the holidays that you are remembering them being there. So that is it's so unfair for a person to ask us that. I say I'm 8 minutes in, you guys. So that's what I wanted this video to basically be about. First of all, I wanted to know, who it is that you lost, that was so close to you, that your heart is just broken. And then just to talk about, how we are entitled to our feelings. Like, I'm just going to feel the way I feel on any given day. I wanted to separate these videos, because I was getting ready to talk about like therapy. What is it that we are doing? But right now, I just want to concentrate on these, 3-4 things that, that I talked about. Like, what does it feel like? Is it different for each person? Is there an expiration of grief? Like, please comment. And also, I got to get used to saying this, I guess, at the beginning of the video. But honey, I guess whenever I can remember to say it, if you just please like and subscribe to my video. But like I said, please comment. I want to hear feedback. I want to hear questions. I want to hear, your sentiments, to yourself. Like, what sentiments are you giving to yourself? Like, girl, you can do this. God has brought you from a mighty long way. Because I am telling you, I was diagnosed with having a broken heart. Like, just in and out of the emergency room, just anxiety, panic attacks, the whole 9, you name it, has gotten so much better. Again, we will expound on this, in another video. As a matter of fact, let me put that down in my notes that maybe we can talk about, how our bodies, is benefiting or suffering from, going through trauma, pure trauma. I was also, it was also told to me that I also had PTSD in the beginning. And like I said, I'm just so much better. Whereas I thank God that He has put me in the position where I can even kind of like talk about it, as like a subject, like something to um, talk about without like the tears just flowing and flowing down my face. Because we all still have those moments, and like I said, we will have them probably to the day we die, when we will see them in glory. But right now, when they are already there and I am here, and there's still life here for the living. So we are learning to grieve that thing, and still just keep on putting one foot in front of the other. I'm trying to remember what I was putting, how our bodies are benefiting. Yes. From going through grief and trauma. How it's benefiting, or how our body is suffering. That's the word I wanted to use. Is suffering from grief and or trauma. We will talk about that in another video. So yes. So, this thing called grief, it can have you in a chokehold where like one day it's like, oh, I can handle this day. I got this, like smooth sailing. And then another day you may just be like, I don't know, it's almost like your world is spinning, like the world is moving, but you're just standing still. Like, what is really going on? So that's when me personally, I have to really be in tune with myself. And because, I'm on my thyroid medications, and, we'll talk about all this personal stuff and all this, as the videos keep coming out. But, and I know there are side effects to it. So, I have to be, cognizant of like, okay, is this like anxiety? Is this like coming from, my medication? Like, we just really never know. But, if it gets, too bad, I know, how to, go to the doctor and see what is really going on. Sometimes it may be something, that I've eaten because I'm vegan. But if I know something has been like, me not knowing it's in the food that I'm eating anyway, with, like some dairy, some soy, something like that, I know that can affect my body as well as our mood. So let's be mindful of that as we move along, in this grief process, or just in living life in general. Okay, so I am 13 minutes. I really don't want to go over 15 minutes. I didn't want to go over 10, but I had to say what I had to say. And I appreciate you guys watching this till the end, because I don't want to sound redundant, especially, a subject so touching, so heartfelt, just it can be so painful. So I really don't want to like dwell on it, but I just want to get it out there that we are here for each other. If I can help in any way, please, like I said, mention it in a comment. Let me know in the comments, what are you going through? How have you been feeling? Like, how long, have you been feeling the way you are feeling? The grief, the trauma, just the heartache. Like, my heart palpitates, and it's almost like it just beats so fast sometimes. Like, it's almost in my mouth, like, especially when I'm laying down for bed at night. And I know that it is just like my mind is all over the place, because like I said, well, I don't know if I mentioned it, but hubby and I are raising four of her kids. Because the oldest ones, they kind of come in and out. So I'm trying to get the count right. But yeah, it's 4. We're raising 4 of the boys. And it is hard, y'all. It is hard. Seeing her kids every day is like a constant reminder, okay? Like, the reminder, of course, was, when a police officer comes to your door and give you that news. Then the second reminder, when you have to get the autopsy. And then the third reminder is the memorial. And then the fourth reminder is the death certificate. So it's like, and then seeing her kids every single day, sun up to sundown, 24 hours a day. That in itself seems like a full-time job, just to maneuver, just to ask yourself and ask God, am I being punked? Like, I'm waiting for the cameras, the people that pop from behind the camera saying, girl, you know this ain't real. Ain't no way nobody can go through this and still be walking on this earth. This is not even real. But contraire, my dear, it is real. And I am putting one foot in front of the other by the grace of God. I am so thankful, and I am 28 minutes over. So I'm going to be out of here. Again, thank you for watching this to the end. Glamm-Mah got guts, because we absolutely do. So I will see you guys in the next video. We'll be later this week. I'll probably record tomorrow and post about Wednesday or Thursday. But anyway, just look for that next video. And I love you. And I will be praying for you that we all, find our way of getting through this thing called grief. And you can have a smile on your face even in the midst of. And I love you guys. Goodbye. Glamm-Mah got guts.